Okay, so two things. So as a leader, we like to do prompts. Okay, now prompts is one thing. There's a couple different things as a leader I'm going to tell you, but prompts have gotten a bad rap, right? So what prompts normally is like Tip Tuesday and Motivational Monday. I've totally done those, by the way. We have found they're not as good. Okay. Now we have one that in my group, we actually took away when we got rid of like normal prompts and we brought it back by popular demand, which we call Collaboration Thursday. But basically what Collaboration Thursday for us is, the way it works is because my group is meant to be a think tank. And so we allow women to say, hey, I need to coach 5 people for free so I can learn about my thing. Or I want, I can't figure out. One woman said that she posted in the Collaboration Thursday and said that I feel like I'm giving up. Like I need to give up. I can't get this one last part of this podcast done. I don't know how to, I think I might just scrap it altogether. And 3 women connected with her and got on the phone with her and they fixed her problem. And she had me on as her first guest. And she was like, your group is the only reason this podcast is alive. And her husband is gone for 6 months out of the year on an oil rig, I think it was, or out and about. And she was home alone. And she was like, you created this space where I feel like there's truly individuals caring about my life, which is a really beautiful thing. So we have Collaboration Thursday and that works for us. So you might find one consistent thing, right? But just throwing prompts out doesn't help. So what you want to say is, in your group, what can you help facilitate from a leadership standpoint? Because mine is business oriented. We want to help facilitate women connecting with each other, sharing their content in a way that I can control so it doesn't get wild and crazy, right? So we have a rotation of things that happen for our prompts. And one of the prompts we do is an engagement prompt where like a follow prompt. So we say, hey, share your Instagram account and we'll follow. And then the next week we'll go, hey, share your Facebook groups. Okay, share. Okay. Hey, by the way, if you have a product, share it now. Hey, if you have a blog that just came out, share it here. Hey, if you've got a video or YouTube, hey, if you've got a podcast. So we flip them out. So it's not always what I tell people is consistency is good, but in small doses. If everything in your Facebook group is predictable, then you're the girl that's too predictable and everybody breaks up with because it's boring, right? You got to spice it up, ladies. Shave your legs, wear a dress, like once in a while. We got to do it. Just spice it up. And that's what you want to do. So don't make everything so consistent that everybody always knows what's going on in your group, because people make spreadsheets for business groups to be like, well, I'm going to go in on Thursday because Thursday is this one day. And then I'm going to go with this one on Wednesday. And they're kind of like group whores, right? They go everywhere, but they're not committed to anybody. And that's not bad. They can do it, but it doesn't help your group. So in that space, you have prompts that help facilitate leading people towards something, whether that's sharing their content, connected with each other. Say there's a girl in our group that runs a group for women who are losing weight and are professional horse riders. It's super specific. I love it, right? And it's this vibrant group. Well, you may have a prompt that says, hey, share one thing that's worked for you this week when it's come to what you've been eating, one thing you're loving that you're eating this week. Share this one thing, share this, so you could have these sort of prompts that come out, and they don't have to be every week. They can be, that's why we generally phrase them as, like an engagement prompt, like a share prompt, or a deep thoughts prompt, or different kinds of prompts that you can do to get people sharing things. But that's the idea. You're facilitating everybody else connecting, not you being the center, but everybody else connecting. The other side of that is permission. So I generally say, like, once a week, go live. You don't have to go live. There's plenty of times when I don't, but I just find live is the best way for people to get multiple senses. Like, you want to get to all the senses, seeing, hearing. If you could reach in and touch them, I would suggest that too, appropriately, of course. And so permission is not what everybody says. Permission, when I say permission, people go, oh, well, I'm going to give you permission to do something. And then which is training. You're not training them to give them permission to be a better entrepreneur or grow their thing or do whatever, right? You're actually giving them permission to be who they already are, but feel bad about, right? For us, we're giving you permission to be a hot mess of a woman whose kids took an hour to put their shoes on and frustrated the hell out of you, and you cried in the bathroom. And then 30 minutes later, put your makeup back on and got on a client call and were a freaking powerhouse, awesome person, right? Because you can't cry out your intelligence, as we like to say at Boss Mom.
Yes.
Doesn't work, So being a hot mess, we give you permission to be a hot mess. In fact, my definition of balance is like a well-balanced meal. If you feel every single emotion possible in 1 month's period, then you are a real human leading a real meaningful life. And that is a good sign. right? If all you feel is sad, not good. If all you feel is happy, you're definitely not dealing with things and that's going to end badly. Like all of those things. So a well balanced to us means feeling it all. So be a hot mess sometimes, right? Recognize being a hot mess is fine. Get past it so you can have the happy moments and the productive moments, and then just realize the hot mess stuff is, you schedule it in. It's fun. It's going to happen. That's saying that you got to give people permission to be who they already are, because that, and we both know Mark Schaefer. Mark Schaefer does the North Face ad where it shows people with frostbite and they're climbing mountains and they're doing, things that I would think are crazy. And it says crazy, right? And then it slides up and crazy goes away and it says brave. And the point of the ad is hang out with the people that think you're brave. So if you can create a community where they know what that permission is, that you're saying, hey, we're all crazy. We're all doing this same thing. Hang out with our crazy because it's normal in our parts. That's what you want. So you're giving permission and you're giving prompts. So you're facilitating and you're giving permission to tell them they're in the right place. Seth Godin teaches this really well. And like all marketing, all marketers are liars and all these other books. So those two things. And that's the leadership side. And then the buzz side is how do you ask questions that either help you make decisions, help do market research, right? Are the two main ones, or help people share an opinion. So the difference would be if I'm going to start a podcast, I could say, hey guys, what are your favorite podcasts? Because I'm about to start a podcast and I want to go on a podcasting tour. Where should I go? Or, hey, I'm having a new podcast and I'm going to put out guests. So I'm building buzz to tell them something's coming, but I'm also getting market research to say, who would you want on the show? Or where should I go get featured? And they're giving their opinion about where you should go, right? So it's giving you information, but it's not helping you make one singular decision. So you're just asking for their broader opinion on a topic that's related to something you want them to be familiar with. The decision support is I've got a cover of my podcast. Of these 4, which one do you like best? They're still sharing an opinion, but it's to help you make a singular decision, right? And those are amazing because, as Stephen King says, kill your darlings. Whatever you think is best is always wrong.
Right.
100% of the time. 100% of the time.
Yeah.
So ask them for oh my gosh, when I put out the Boss Mom cover in a different group, and I had the first time that over 300 people commented to tell me if they liked 1, 2, or 3. And one of the sneaky parts is as you're growing your group and you're looking to grow your business, right? Or whatever that is. And you're doing these buzz posts about things you want. Like if I was doing one about Facebook groups, because I'm about to launch a Facebook group course, right? Then I would go in and I'd say, which do you like? 1, 2, or 3? Or like, hey, I'm going to create this thing. Do you want to know how to grow a group, how to start a group, right? Or how to become famous in somebody else's group? Which one do you want to know about? Well, all the people that give the answer that I want to know more about, that say, I want to learn how to grow a group, right? I'm going to go in and connect even more with those people. Now, those people become hotter leads for me. Now I see the people that don't just say number 2, but they say number 2 and here's why, and they give you more. Those are your super engagers. And those are the people where I pick a select amount and I reach out to them and I actually get on the phone with them. People pay in big companies, pay somebody to do focus groups. Facebook groups are a new free form of focus groups. So the exact process I talked you through is the exact process we would do to pull people into a room to do focus groups to help companies make big multi-million-dollar decisions. You get to do it for free while also priming the algorithm so that Facebook starts to add more people to your group. So it's brilliant, right? And then, so you've got decision support, you've got the opinions, and I don't remember what the third one was, but that's my
followed.
That's my rant.
Yes. No, it's all brilliant. See, seriously.
You get me down a passionate path of things I'm really excited about. I told you, I'm a talker.
Know.
It's very hard to get me to shut up.
Oh, well, don't. Just give us all the goodies. Hey, it's Mike Kim here. Thanks so much for checking out my YouTube channel where we talk all about building a personal brand business. That means you as a coach, a speaker, a content creator, how to market your content, how to create great content that people love. Make sure you hit that little notification bell, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a video. So glad you're here.